friends, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new here. I am Dr. Jayashree Ramana, and in this space I talk about skincare, hair care and all other health and beauty related content. So make sure you subscribe to my channel and also tap that bell icon to be notified of my upcoming videos. Today I am going to review and compare two serums, both having lactic acid as the major ingredient. While one is from the brand Minimalist, the other one is from The Ordinary. The Ordinary, as you might be knowing, is a very popular global brand. And the Minimalist was launched a little recently, almost 2 months back, and ever since then I have been pretty excited to try it out, because as our Honorable Prime Minister Modi ji also says, vocal for local, I believe in the same. And if you believe in it too, please write down in the comments below, vocal for local. So I have already reviewed one of the products from the Minimalist, that is the Minimalist Niacinamide Serum, and if you still haven't watched that video, I will link it up here as well as in the description box below. Today I am going to talk about lactic acid from the Minimalist and also compare its performance versus the Ordinary. But before I do that, let me just go over what exactly is lactic acid and why you should incorporate it into your everyday skincare regime. So lactic acid, if you have watched any of my previous videos, you have already heard this term lactic acid, or if you are interested in if you are a skincare enthusiast, you already know about lactic acid, right? In any of my home remedies, I always mention raw milk, curd, and how they are good for our skin because of their lactic acid content. Because lactic acid is a mild exfoliating agent. But you know, the content of lactic acid in raw milk as well as curd or yogurt is very small, is too little to give you a good exfoliation on your skin. So if you want to go for a higher level exfoliation for your skin and get a smoother and better complexion and texture, you have to opt for chemical exfoliation that is offered by the lactic acid serum. Lactic acid is a kind of alpha hydroxy acid. You know, there are different types of acids which are used for exfoliating the skin these days. There are so many of them. We have the alpha hydroxy acids, also known as AHAs. We have the beta hydroxy acids, also known as BHAs, and then we also have polyhydroxy acids these days. Today I am going to talk about one alpha hydroxy acid, that is lactic acid. Another alpha hydroxy acid is glycolic acid. If we look at the beta hydroxy acids, it is salicylic acid, but that's a story for another day. Today it's about lactic acid. Now lactic acid is one of the mildest acids that you can use on your skin for exfoliation, especially if you're starting to do that exfoliation for the first time as a beginner. Then this is the one that you should start with, because glycolic acid is much stronger than lactic acid. And I always prefer to do lactic acid as compared to glycolic acid. It's not like I don't use that, I do that when my skin needs it. But if you are starting to use acid or if you are starting to do exfoliation, then you should always go for lactic acid, because lactic acid is much gentler as compared to glycolic acid. Lactic acid molecule has a much bigger size than glycolic acid, due to which it cannot penetrate very deep into your skin. Therefore, it offers only superficial exfoliation. So it's a very gentle but effective exfoliation that it offers to your skin. But exfoliation is not the only advantage of lactic acid. There are many other advantages as well. See, glycolic acid is much deeper. It penetrates deeper into your skin, and therefore it can rip your skin of its moisture, especially if you are using it higher concentrations. But lactic acid is much milder. It is hydrating to your skin. It helps to maintain the hydration levels of your skin, and therefore it is gentle. It's only superficial feeling that it gives to your skin. Besides that, lactic acid helps to enhance the production of ceramides in your skin. And you know, ceramides are such an important component of our skin barrier that it helps to keep your skin healthy, especially if you are in your 30s or 40s, and if you have a good production of ceramides, your skin is gonna stay young for a very long period of time. I'm sure you must have heard of a very popular moisturizer called CeraVe. You know what are they popular for? I too have this CeraVe. So CeraVe is popular because of its ceramides, and that is what this lactic acid does. Although I don't like CeraVe as such, and I will tell you in another video why I don't like it, but lactic acid helps to enhance the natural production of ceramides, because ceramides help to maintain your skin barrier, thereby preventing it from getting sensitized. So lactic acid offers multiple advantages, including gentle and effective exfoliation, maintaining the hydration of your skin, and thirdly, repairing your skin barrier. And due to this, I always prefer to use lactic acid whenever I'm looking for any exfoliation. So if you are someone struggling with dark spots or blemishes, or if you just want to even out the texture of your skin, lactic acid should be your go-to product. Even if you just want to get some anti-aging benefits, like you want to improve your wrinkles or fine lines, then lactic acid is one of the best products out there. Let us now look at the compositions of these two products. So for the purpose of understanding, I will classify each ingredient into one of the 6 functional categories. But there would be certain overlaps between 2 or more categories. So something that is working as a preservative could also be acting as an emollient for your skin. So bear with that. So the first category that I am going to take up is base. Base is the medium in which all other ingredients are mixed, which is present in the highest concentration. So in the case of minimalist, the base is aloe vera juice, while in the case of ordinary, as you can see, the base is water. The use of aloe vera juice definitely comes in advantage for those people who are not allergic to aloe vera, because aloe vera comes with its own set of mucopolysaccharides and many other nutrients which work wonderfully on the skin. But in my personal experience, I have come across several individuals who are allergic to aloe vera. So this definitely limits the accessibility of this product for those people. The second category is that of actives, that is the major ingredient that is supposed to work as exfoliation agent. So in the case of minimalist, we have lactic acid, and in the case of ordinary also we have lactic acid 10%. So that is the same in both. But I will take up this ingredient once I finish this entire list. The third category includes emollient, humectant and solvent. Emollient and humectant help to make your skin soft and supple, and solvent is obviously something in which all other ingredients are mixed. So in the case of minimalist, this category covers dimethyl isosorbide, sodium hyaluronate, propanediol, ethoxydiglycol and glycerin. Sodium hyaluronate and glycerin are wonderful humectants, so they help to retain moisture within your skin. In the case of ordinary, again we have glycerin and sodium hyaluronate cross-polymer, and along with that we have pentylene glycol and propanediol. Propanediol is now considered safe to be used in cosmetic products. The next category includes the preservatives. So in the case of minimalist, we have phenoxyethanol and ethyl hexyl glycerin, which occur in the middle of the ingredient list. However, I do not get so bothered about this high concentration of these two ingredients, because I am not going to use this product every day. Besides that, it occurs after sodium hyaluronate, so its concentration is definitely not more than 1%, and that's perfectly tolerable according to the research studies that I came across. In the case of ordinary, we have the preservatives towards the end of the ingredient list, and these include ethyl hexyl glycerin, 1,2-hexanediol and caprylyl glycol. All of these are very gentle preservatives and help to increase the shelf life of the product. Now the next category includes emulsifiers, thickeners and stabilizers, which help to provide a certain viscosity to the product, making it more stable and easily absorbed by the skin. In the case of minimalist, this includes the ingredients like pullulan, hydroxythiocellulose, xanthan gum, sclerosium gum and lecithin. Lecithin, as you might be knowing, is a wonderful emulsifier, as well as it helps to soften your skin a lot. In the case of ordinary, we have acacia senegal gum, xanthan gum, isocetate 20, and we also have trisodium ethylene diamine disuccinate. This one is a metal chelating agent and helps to stabilize the product. The next category includes antioxidants. So in the case of ordinary, we have Tasmania lanceolata flower or leaf extract, that is pepperberry extract. This helps to prevent the irritation that could possibly happen when you are exfoliating the skin with the lactic acid that is also present in the product. So it tends to give you a better performance to this product. In the case of Minimalist, the antioxidant is turmeric root extract. As we know, turmeric root extract has got antioxidant and anti-inflammatory properties, and that is what gives this product its yellow tinge. Sodium hydroxide is present in both of these products, although at different concentrations, and it helps to act as a pH regulator. So I believe that both of these products have got a very wonderful composition, and both of these are very safe to be used on the skin. Now the next question is, how do we incorporate it into our skincare regime? First things first, this is an exfoliating product. So always remember that you have to use it only in the evening time and never in the morning or daytime. And if you are a beginner to exfoliation, use it as a wash off product. Like you wash your face, apply the serum, and then wash it off after 10 to 15 minutes. After that, you can apply your moisturizer. But if your skin has already developed tolerance to this product and you're sure about it, then you can follow a proper skincare regime like this. So wash your face with your cleanser or face wash. After that, you apply the lactic acid serum, then follow with any other water-based serum that you might be using, and then you can use your moisturizer, and that's all. And whenever you are on this product, whenever you go out in the morning, never ever forget your sunblock, because this tends to sensitize your skin even more towards the sun. So never you forget that. I have used the one from the Ordinary for almost 6 months, while I have used the Minimalist for almost 1 month, and I do not use this product every day, whichever brand it is from. I use it only twice in a week. That is, if I am using on Monday, then I will use it again on Friday. So I give some gap in between, and that's all, because it is not supposed to be used every day. If you are using too much, then your skin might get over exfoliated and it would become over shiny, and you don't want that. It is not good for your skin, right? So now coming to my final verdict about both of these products. Which one is better, the Minimalist or the Ordinary, and which one would I repurchase? See, if I look at the performance of both of these products, both are just amazing. Whenever I have applied either the one from the Ordinary or the one from the Minimalist, I have always woken up to a much brighter, clearer and smoother complexion. The texture on my skin has reduced a lot, and I have seen that with both of these products. But if I look at the affordability and also the ingredient composition, I have to say that the one from Minimalist is much more affordable, because I am staying in India, and if I look at the ingredient composition, I am definitely much happier with the Minimalist this time, because the Minimalist has been careful enough to use L-lactic acid. I always go through many research articles before deciding about any ingredient, and in my analysis I have found several research articles corroborating that L-lactic acid enhances the production of ceramides in your skin, whereas D-lactic acid does not do that for you. So the one from the Ordinary contains a mixture of D and L, because there is no such mention about L-lactic acid in the composition of the Ordinary lactic acid serum, and that is obviously less effective than the product containing only L-lactic acid. Therefore, I am quite happy with the ingredient composition of the Minimalist, and if I have to repurchase, I think I will go for the Minimalist this time, because it's really a holy grail product and it works wonderfully on my skin. But I would advise you to always do a patch test, whether you purchase the one from the Ordinary or from Minimalist or any other product. Always do a patch test, because you never know. We all are different, and your skin can react to something that my skin did not react to. So be super careful with that, especially whenever you are using any kind of exfoliating acid on your skin. I hope that helps you, and I hope it works as amazingly for you as it did for me. Pretty much summed up almost everything, and I hope that will help you decide which brand you want to opt for. If you still have any doubts or any questions, shoot me a comment below and I will definitely respond to you. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you soon in my next video. Until then, take care and goodbye.